Hey guys, this is Mariana, and today I'm here to talk to you about a book I have just finished, and it is Blake Crouch's Dark Matter. This is a bit of a thriller and a bit of a sci-fi, and it tells the story of a guy called Jason who's living his life just as he always has, when one day, coming back from a party, he is kidnapped and knocked down. And when he wakes up to find that his entire life is different from what he remembers. He is not married anymore and he doesn't have a child. He used to be this regular professor at a university, and now he's this absolute genius who made this huge scientific discovery. And Jason has these very vivid memories of his life as it was, and he very much believes that it was true. So he wants to find out what exactly happened, what is the truth and what is a dream, if both things are true, and how to get back to his old life, the one he believes to be true. So this is an interesting premise, and it is also an interesting story. The author manages to keep it just thrilling enough throughout the whole thing. At a certain point, you sort of slow down and wonder if you have figured the whole thing out, and you haven't. The author is very, very good at taking a turn in the story and making it very, very interesting and thrilling up until the end. It is a bit heavy on the sci-fi aspects. If you're not into sci-fi, I don't think this is the thriller for you. But if you're okay with sort of scientific concepts, you don't need to actually know physics or anything to go into this. The theories that are used are very well explained by the author, but it's a bit too focused on the sci-fi for the regular thriller reader who's more interested in the mystery and the crime. So heads up for that. It's okay in the writing aspect, but I have to tell you, I honestly got a bit triggered by the author's writing. He has this sort of gimmick that he uses again and again and again, and it gets tiring really fast. He has this thing. I'm gonna try and find a page to show you. Actually, I think pretty much any page will have it. Okay, let me show you this. This is in Portuguese, but you get the gist of it. You see how all these lines are written like they're broken down all the time? That's how he writes. There are not many paragraphs written with like a lot of lines and sentences, and it works the first 5 times, I'd say, but after a while it starts to get so gimmicky that it honestly, every time it happens, it took my focus away. So instead of writing like one paragraph saying, "It was cold outside, and as I looked at the park, I realized that the children playing were not the ones from my reality," he will write something like, "It was cold outside, dot, paragraph. Children were playing, dot, paragraph. It was not my world." And I get that it works. It just doesn't work if you use it 1,000 times in the same book. It's like a child that plays with a toy again and again and again, and the toy breaks or isn't fun anymore. That's what happens in this. Like, the story is good enough that the writing doesn't get in its way, but apparently this is Blake Crouch's most recent book, and despite having really liked what goes on inside his brain, like the story he created and the characters he wrote are alright as well, and mostly the plot is very, very interesting, the writing style really got to my nerves. So this was a 4 out of 5 for me. I very much enjoyed it. I had a great time reading it. I really wanted to find out what happened. But I found out that the style, I don't think I could put up with another book written in this very fragmented style. Because it is not, it's not a style that is used for the sake of making a statement. It is not used to create a voice, for example. When I started reading it, I thought, hey, maybe it's because these chapters are written from the point of view of this Jason guy, and this Jason guy talks like this. So we're following these fragmented sentences because we're following Jason. But then you get chapters that are written in the point of views of other characters, and they are written exactly the same way. In fact, all characters are the same. There is no unique voice for any of them. So yeah, great plot that makes up for just okay writing, barely just okay writing. I think Blake Crouch has really good ideas, and I just think he needs an editor that keeps these tricks at bay, because they can be effective and they can work if you don't overuse them, if you don't make them the whole point of your writing, the whole main style of your writing. You know, if there were full paragraphs, I might have been able to enjoy this more than with just these fragmented sentences. Overall, however, it's a very interesting read, a very different one. I had never read a thriller that was this much sci-fi-ish. If you do know other books in this style, I would very much appreciate your recommendations. So yeah, if you don't have as much of a problem with writing styles as I do, then, and if you like your thrillers to be a bit sci-fi-ish, if you don't mind your thrillers being a bit sci-fi-ish, this is very much recommended. This is a very interesting story. If this gets turned into a movie, go watch it, because this story is absolutely great. And yeah, it's very much recommended. I just hope the author works on this work of his so that we get more great stories in a better writing style in the future. So those were my thoughts on Blake Crouch's Dark Matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.